Hey guys, Derek Kuryliw here. Back with some more tips today, and what I wanted to go over today is quotes. I love quotes. If anybody knows me or is following any of my stuff for a while, I like stats, I like quotes, I like figures because it's clear and concise. You can get it. It's nothing that's debatable. It's black and white. There's no gray areas. So I think one of the other reasons why I like quotes is because we're always quick to give advice, but we're not always the most receptive to get advice. And I'm the same way, and I think we all are. We get a little sensitive, or as my wife laughs when I say, but we get butthurt. Like we get offended. Like we always want to do our best, and we always work to do our best. So when somebody tells us something different or whatever, sometimes we take that criticism not constructively. So what we're going to go today is the reason why I like quotes is because it's cool because somebody else has already said it. They've already given you the perfect words. It's like why we give a greeting card to somebody on their birthday instead of just saying, I love you, happy birthday, hope you have a great year, or whatever. You're taking somebody else's words. Somebody else has said it better, somebody who's maybe smarter than you, but you're taking a professional's opinion and now you're applying it to your life. The other reason why I like quotes is because sometimes, like I said, you're not always open to criticism, but when you have finally come to the reality that there is something different, something wrong that needs to change, you can always go back and you can look at quotes on your time. So you can go back to these things when you're ready, or you can search these things when you're ready, or when you're looking for that piece of advice or whatever it is. So what we're going to talk about today is 5 quotes. Quick, we're going to go over them quickly, and then it's going to be in the blog. You'll get a little more summary from this. So first one is definition of insanity. We've all heard Albert Einstein's opinion on this. If you repeat the same steps over and over again expecting a different result, guess what's going to happen? You're going to get the same exact thing. It's like driving in a car. If you take the same route and the same road every single day, it's going to get you to the same destination. You got to do something different. You got to step outside your comfort zone. So if you're looking for change, you got to make change. The next one is failing to plan is planning to fail. And that couldn't be any more perfect or more accurate. It really is. It's just these things don't happen. The best way I explain this is like your workouts and your meals. If you don't plan to get to your workout, pack the right clothes, have the right meals, drive and leave work at the right time, you're not magically going to show up here at a workout and you're going to have a great time. You got to plan for that stuff to happen. Same thing with meals. You can't just expect that these meals are going to show up on your plate or show up at your lunchtime and you're just going to eat them. You got to plan ahead of time. You got to grocery shop, you got to buy them, you got to cook them, you got to pack them, then you got to bring them, then you got to heat it up and eat it. So there's a lot of steps. And a lot of times it's just one missing component that throws off that whole cycle and you mess up everything. The next quote that I like, and this is a favorite, good friend, longtime client, Jen Hall, introduced to me and brought to my life, and it's probably one of my favorites now, but it's not my circus, it's not my monkey. It's more clear than anything I've ever heard before because it really is. How much time do we all spend thinking about other people's problems, trying to help other people's lives, trying to worry about other people's drama, when really you got to focus on you. When you're on a plane and they're going through the safety warnings and everything else, they tell you to put the mask on yourself before you put it on the person next to you. And I think that's the problem, is we get so involved with other people's lives that we never take the time to put the oxygen mask on ourselves, take care of our own shit, fix our own problems, worry about our own things that are going on our home front before we try and reach out and give advice to somebody else. Guys, stay out of other people's business. It doesn't matter, it doesn't benefit your life, it doesn't help you. When somebody asks for help, be there for them, obviously. Next one. Bill Belichick is somebody who is probably a very hated person or a very loved person, depending who you are in your household and your opinion of sports. The Deflategate scandal and all the other stuff that's going on with the New England Patriots, there's always some sort of controversy that other people are trying to bring into their lives. And what do? They focus on their circus and their own monkeys. They don't worry about the other stuff. But the classic line that Bill Belichick gave last year when they just kept asking him, do you have a good enough team? Have you practiced enough? Is Tom Brady too old? Is this, is that, whatever. Every answer he said, we're on to Cincinnati. We're on to Cincinnati. That was it. It was monotone, it was repetitive, it was whatever, but he couldn't change what has already happened. He can't change what's tomorrow. All he can worry about is what he's focusing on at this present time. So, if you have failed in weight loss efforts before, if you have failed at a diet, if you failed whatever, guys, don't worry about it. You're on to Cincinnati. You're starting over today. You're starting over this minute, this second, and make your change for you. Okay? Don't worry about what's been in the past. You can't change it. Don't worry about what's happening tomorrow. You can't change that either. Focus on now. Very last one. Our head trainer, Rich Barron, is killing it this contest season. He's pushing hard. He's working harder than he ever has. And he posted something last week on his Facebook page about luck is where preparation meets opportunity. And I've never been a person who believed in luck. I've had to work my ass off for everything that we've had happen. And that's a perfect example. It's what he's going through right now. He's prepared 20 weeks, 24 weeks, whatever it is, for one contest day. And you do all this preparation not knowing who's going to show up, who your competition is. You just hope that that day is your day when you show up, and everything you've done to that point pays off. So guys, use all these quotes, all these lessons, everything else we went over today. Capsule these, put them up, put it in your little mental storage for later, and use these when you need them in the future, because there's going to come a time where you need to kind of give yourself that kickstart, and you got to be your own motivation. Use quotes to help you, and I'll see you guys next time.